Welcome back to another episode of the BS Show. And if you are watching the video, it's not just Next Level and myself. We brought back Grunt Streams and Surge Flicks. And if you guys have listened to our podcast in the past, they have been here. If you guys haven't listened to the podcast of these two for the interviews, make sure you guys do check it out. So we're going to start with Surge Flicks. How are you doing, man?
Good.
How did you like the Lakers winning?
Not as much as in years past. This has been a weird year, but I'll take it.
So you weren't too excited about the Lakers winning? Not as much as in the past?
I mean, I was excited, but I wasn't like in previous championships. They were a lot more special. I think it's because there's no Kobe, so I don't know.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about this championships. People are saying like, "Oh, LeBron got three championships with three different teams," but I'm like, so did Danny Green. Big whoop-de-doo.
Yeah,
and there's like four other people.
I'm not that big of a LeBron fan, but I'll take him on the Lakers.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Next. I like Grunt Streams. How are you doing, man?
Great. How's everyone else?
Good. Do you watch basketball at all?
I'm not a huge basketball watcher, but I do like to play basketball.
What about baseball? You following baseball?
Not really. I'm just mainly like football.
As long as you don't say the Houston Astros, we are good.
No, I just watched it that year that they did win the World Series. I was in Africa at the time, but it was something to watch.
Yeah. I had nothing else to do. I will say this, though. I know we talked about just recently. It's funny we're starting this off with sports when we're talking about Amazon, but man, your guys' quarterback, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It's I don't care if you like a team or not like a team or hate somebody. You never want to see that.
Yeah. No, that was pretty bad.
Like ever. And Next Level. You're hungry. I know it.
Yo, I'm hungry.
He's angry.
I told you guys, before we even hit record, I'm ordering pizza. I'm ordering wings. I'm got to get my food on.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring you guys together to talk about Amazon Prime Day. It just ended. And they had some... I heard some people saying like Amazon Prime Day sucked this year. They had a couple flash sales that I was like, ooh, this is cool. But for the majority, I don't know. I don't know. Next Level. What do you think about the sales this year so far? Like, did you find anything?
The thing about this year, at least for me, they broke tradition. Things that were traditionally on sale weren't, or at least they weren't for the whole period of Prime Day, right? I mean, traditionally, we saw all of their streaming devices on sale, all of them, right? And this year, it was like they brought in some new ones, and then it was like the first couple hours into Prime Day, there was no sale on that 4K Fire Stick. And we were like, everyone was like, what happened? Prime Day got broken. Yeah. So for me, it was a little bit untraditional the way they handled it, but at the same time, I think Amazon has acquired a lot of other businesses and they're trying to do a couple different things. So, I mean, I'm hoping that once they cement themselves into these other businesses and they kind of, get more comfortable, we'll see more sales, something a little bit more better for our wallets and our pockets next year. But next year is a whole year away, so.
Yeah. What about you, Ground Streams?
I mean, like Next Level mentioned, I was like right when I woke up that morning, I was like looking for the 4K sale, and there was no sale. I was like, what? And even a bunch of people in the chat were just like, hey, there's no 4K sale. What's going on? And then all of a sudden, like snapped and changed. I was like, oh, there is a sale.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really looking for much. I was looking into getting the cube. I saw your text in the chat, and I was like, oh, let me go check it out real quick. And then it was $80, and I was like, no. Because I did have like that $10 promo credit that they were like, I guess if you bought from some small company before, they would give you like a $10 credit for Prime days. So I was trying to take advantage of that, but I just used it towards my 4K Fire Sticks that I ordered.
Yeah. Surge?
I didn't really find much. I saw the cube, it was at $80. I saw the 4K Fire Stick at 30, but I was looking for some like the TiVo. I saw it sell for like $3 off, and that wasn't nothing. But yeah, there really wasn't nothing much. I bought my son a pair of AirPods for like $30 off, and I got my lady an Echo Show. That one was actually a pretty good deal. It was half off, and then I had like $30 in Amazon points, so I ended up paying like $30 for a $120 Echo Show. But
Yeah.
other than that, I didn't see anything.
So, so this is an interesting question then. If you were to rate Amazon Prime Day this year, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, where would you rate it?
It's definitely one.
Ooh, ouch.
Ouch,
One.
that burns.
I feel like it's gotten worse every year for the past 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only checked out last year's. I had never really known about Prime Day, to be honest. And then last year I checked it out. And then of course this year, I think last year's was a lot better than this year's. I would rate it probably like a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I noticed was the shipping dates were like the 2-day shipping was gone, and everything was at least a week out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not only that, the quantities that we could purchase was definitely different from previous years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that two Fire Stick limit was pretty horrible. I mean, I have a few Amazon accounts, so I was like, let me do the free trials over here, free trials over there. So I was like taking advantage of that.
I would have to rate this year's. So I was looking for a little bit different stuff. I was looking for more gym stuff. I'm building my own gym in the garage, and I did find a couple things that I was like, okay, this is all right. But when I compare it to like the previous years, I have to agree with Serge. It's been getting worse and worse and worse and worse every year. And if I have to compare it to what they've done last year to this year, I would probably have to give it a 1 also.
But let me ask an interesting question though. With the economy the way it is this year, a lot of companies' bottom line, I mean, I don't want to talk about Amazon's bottom line because I mean they got money, but all the companies they deal with, they're running on a different ship this year. So, I mean, could it be the anomaly of the 2020 year, or do you guys just think that it's something that's going to continuously be trending over the next few years to come, where we're going to see less deals? Definitely, one of the things I noticed this year was that quantities were not where it was. Like lightning deals were gone, they were not there for hours like they used to be. And one of the things that Rojas has mentioned when we talked about this is that they didn't list quantities; they list percentages. So you didn't even know how many there was. It could be 5. I know for myself when I purchased the NVIDIA Shield, I tried to go on the first day, and it's like 1 is left, and I was like, shoot, I missed it. Because that 1 that was left was at regular price. And then the next day it came back as another lightning deal. And I was like, what did they do? Restock overnight?
I would think, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know if it has to do with the 2020, with how the economy all over the world is just literally the global economy is for sure gone to shit. And I know a lot of companies are trying to recuperate with stuff, but the best way to stimulate the economy is by having the consumer purchase stuff. And you know perfectly well, these companies, it doesn't take them that much to produce some of these products. So, like for me, one of my biggest disappointments was Nvidia Shield didn't drop at all. You know, TiVo, like Serge said, just a couple bucks. And some stuff that I was looking at last year, like, you know, like treadmills and power benches and just a lot of things that I was like, ooh, next year I'm going to get this on Prime Day. Because what I did last year was I looked at Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and whatever the hell Tuesday, and Roku Thursday, and they had like all these different days. And I'm just like this year I don't know, it just if they want to stimulate their business, then they have to have these sales, because if they keep the price just about the same, no one's going to buy, and if no one's buying, they're not making money. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. What about you guys?
I pretty much nailed it.
I'm surprised they didn't have, you know, more sales, because honestly, like a lot of these other companies are like, once they announced Prime Day, all these other companies were like, all right, we're going to do sales on the same day. And now everyone's going to be doing Black Friday even sooner, and Cyber Monday probably sooner, doing sporadic Black Friday sales throughout the month. And so I was kind of surprised that a lot of the prices weren't dropped even more with all the competition out there.
Did they announce Black Friday to be sooner?
I think Walmart is going to start doing they're going to do like Black Friday deals 3 times. So I'm not even sure what days, but I read something on Google about it.
I got a bunch of emails from Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy is they did something on the 13th and 14th. And I think they're going to have like more sales throughout the month, and probably the month of November as well.
Well, a lot of them, I know Best Buy, usually like once the first or second week of November hit, they have all the signs that says Black Friday deals, shop early. And then they'll have like these Blockbuster, Doorbuster, whatever the hell buster sales, you know, but I don't know. I think I have a feeling that they might not do these crazy Blockbuster sales just because of what's been going on. So if you guys are getting emails already about these companies saying like, hey, there's sales already, or they're coming sooner than later, then
yeah, they do Black Friday like the whole month. And then those Doorbusters are what Black Friday used to be, just that day.
Mm-hmm. So are they going to do the Doorbusters?
See, I don't know if they can do them this year with all this stuff.
I'm kind of curious what they're going to do.
Oh yeah, because normally you see that's normally when you see people on YouTube
people beating each other up for TVs.
Yeah, you'll be all over the news, people punching each other up, and
now you get beat up and you catch a virus.
Yeah, they're like, achoo, I got COVID, get away. My TV, achoo, I sneezed on it.
They're gonna start sneezing all over the pallet just so they can take it all.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. Next level, you never gave it a score, by the way. Like, how'd you feel about Prime Day?
You see, the thing is, it's kind of hard for me to rate it because I'm across the border and I see the prices and the deals that you guys get, and then I see it translated over to our Monopoly money over here, and I'm like, what? So that gets me a little angry. But Prime Day didn't have the brands that I was looking for, but what it did do for me was venture outside of the box and look at some other brands, and I thought that was cool. Like we saw things from, what was it, and Red Dragon, right? Mm-hmm. Those are brands I don't typically look at, but I mean, those were some good value products for the Lightning deals. Like we were seeing keyboards and mice combos for, what was it, like $20-30. Like that's a good, and those brands have been around for a lot longer. They're just venturing into new markets with some of their other products now, and they're really getting out there. So I'm hoping that, they start to get more exposures to other companies that are coming up that are going to be able to provide bigger discounts in the coming years, and they start to get a bigger influence in that market, because there are some really good companies out there. When we talk about, Tilted Gaming, that wasn't a company that I knew about until you started talking about it. And as you have shown in your reviews and stuff, they're a good quality brand. So maybe it's kind of transitioning to a place where this is where we have to kind of broaden our outlook onto what brands we're looking for, because there's a lot of good brands out there. So for myself, like I said, I had to kind of venture out for what are the brands I was looking at and some of the items, and I got things that I've kind of looked at over the past year that I wouldn't have bought otherwise. Like I bought some really random stuff this year. I built a new desk, and I found a wireless charger that's made out of wood that kind of goes with my desk area that looks kind of cool. I wouldn't have bought that otherwise. I don't even know if it was a good deal. And that's the thing that a lot of people were saying. A lot of these prices for Prime Day were actually jacked up just before Prime Day and then came down after Prime Day. So if you didn't do your research, you might not have got a good of a deal that you thought you did. But when it's thrown in your face and it says lightning deal, limited quantities, you're going to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, unless you do your research. So I would probably give this one out of 10. You know, I'm going to give it I'm going to be generous and give it a 6.
6.
Damn.
Man. 1, 1, 4, and 6. So okay, so you're 6. What were you? So what's making you give them a 6 then? What was it that you're just like? I know you saw some of the sales that you're, like I was posting all the stuff from here from the States, but you made a really good point about there's some named products that were probably missing and some some things that were slightly different. So what pushed you to say, yeah, a 6 is okay? 6 is good. Why?
So here's the thing. A lot of us look for these big brands, and come with big brand items comes a big brand ticket price, right? And at this time where we're talking about the economy and all that stuff, a lot of us may not have, that liquid cash, right? Some of us do, some of us don't. More than likely, a lot of us don't. And when we're looking at a lot of these lightning deals of these, lesser known items or products or whatever, they were a lot cheaper than some of these bigger ticket items. And getting access to deals on these items, which would generally be cheaper than some of these bigger items, like let's say Nvidia or whatever companies you want to talk about, like SteelSeries or Corsair or whatever it may be. You're giving good quality items to people that wouldn't generally have found out about these products in the first place. And on top of that, there were some good sales to be had. For instance, that Firecube deal, right? They were just limited quantities and limited time frames. So if you spent the time and you were kind of hovering over it, if you were in the Telegram groups, like we always tell people, you could find deals that you were looking out for. It wasn't massively available. You had to be at the right place at the right time to get the deals that you were looking for. So that's why I give it a 6. I mean, if they had more quantities and kind of bigger discounts, then sure, they would get more. But I mean, if you were open-minded about the sales, you could find things that would fit your needs. Maybe not your wants, but your needs.
So if you guys didn't know about that Firecube, anybody who's listening, the Firecube had a lightning sale for $60. And here's a story that I shared with Next Level earlier. I was up, actually him and me were talking until super late that first night, right before it dropped. And he's just like, dude, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. It's 3 a.m. over there at his place. And so it's midnight over here by us in Cali. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay up. And I think I stayed up until 12:30. And I started grabbing links as much as possible when I posted onto the Rojas Reviews Telegram group. And I saw that lightning deal pop up. I was like, no way, $60 for the cube. And it just says percentage claimed. That's it. So I'm like, cool, let me grab it and share it with everybody. Hopefully somebody could grab this and upgrade their life a little bit. And I kept grabbing some more stuff because I kept seeing more and more things come up. Then I stopped after like 5 minutes and said, wait, I need to get some stuff here too. Like I need to cook myself up. So I went to click on that link to get the cube, $80. I'm like, you're kidding me. 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. And I was so mad. I I think I stared at my computer probably for 10 minutes thinking like, what the hell just happened? But you know, I want to ask you guys down there too. You know, Grunt Streams, you gave it a 4. So what why not less? Why not more? Why a 4?
I'm guessing probably because I haven't looked at Prime throughout the years. Last year was my first year, and I think mainly last year it was just like looking at Fire devices to try and, you know, resell them or whatever, give them to my family for as gifts and stuff like that. So that was my main focus. Last year I didn't really go and scope out too many deals. This year it was kind of like there was so many YouTube videos that were like, hey, these are the deals going on. So many Telegram chats like this deal was like hard to look at everything, but I mean there was a lot. So, you know, I'm still gonna, you know, give it a decent number, you know, from what I saw. I mean, there was a lot of computer monitors on sale. There was a lot of I think the S20 had like $300 off and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of good deals, but you know, a lot of people, you know, due to the economy right now, a lot of people don't have a lot of funds to be spending or splurging on a lot of stuff that they would want. So it's more of like a need basis.
What did you end up getting though?
I just got a few 4K Fire Sticks.
But you did eyeball a couple things other like your monitors and stuff. Right?
I've been looking for a monitor, but like I said, I saw that one on the Facebook Marketplace. So hopefully I end up getting, but that was actually a pretty good deal, at least 32-inch for 140. So like, it's not bad.
Yeah, ain't too bad. Serge, you and me were both at 1. And I know you and me both, we've known each other for a while. And we constantly, I think we've shared some links before in the past. You're the one that probably said like, dude, get the shield already. They have a sale. I'm like, nah, I don't want to get the damn shield.
I think that was like 2 primes ago.
Yeah. So why did you give it a 1 this year? Because I know you do follow it.
Well, to me, it seemed like it was mostly Amazon products, and I'm not a big Amazon product guy. I was looking for like a shield. I was looking for that gimbal I told you about.
Oh yeah.
The drone, and it seemed like the only stuff on sale that I could find was Amazon products, and I didn't really like any of it.
Yeah. They did have that that Osmo Action from DJI on sale.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, I almost got another one just because those cameras are so nice, and I'm like, it would be nice just to have a second one just for the hell of it. But then, you know, I was looking at my equipment here, and I'm just like, 1, 2, 3. I got 5 cameras here. It's probably not a good idea to get another one. So, but that. I was looking, man. I have a feeling if they did have a sale, it might have been same thing with the Cube, like a lightning sale and gone, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And I don't think you wanted the new gimbal, right? What was the gimbal that you wanted again?
The DJI Osmo 4.
Osmo 4. Did you look and see if they even have the one out there? Like if somebody was selling it used or refurbed or something?
I saw the 3 was on sale, but it was like $10 off.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you. It's I saw typically, and I know people might even say like, well, it's Amazon Prime. Of course they're going to have Amazon products for sale. But the thing is that when they talk about Amazon Prime, if you look at the Amazon products, the percentage of what that store has is so small compared to the entire store that Amazon holds. So when they're saying it's like going to I don't know, to Best Buy, and Best Buy has their own products. Maybe 10% of the store has Best Buy products, but the other 90% of the store has you know, Samsung, Sony. They got a bunch of other products. So it's like going to Best Buy. Best Buy says, "Hey, we're having a Best Buy sale, and nothing's on sale except you get a very small percent off Best Buy products, and that's it." So you're like, wait, out of this whole store, only 10% of it is on sale. So I kind of feel you with that, where Amazon had, and you know what, some of the products that they did have, like the Echo Show, the Echo 3, the TVs, they had some decent sales on there. Some of the I think the better sales were the combos, the combinations of stuff that they had. But yeah, it's like, I was looking for that shield. I kept staring at it. I'm like, come on, when's it gonna drop? When's it gonna drop? And there's at times that I'm just like, I give up. I'm out of here. And I walked away from my computer. And I would get alerts saying like, oh, this is on sale. I'm like, is it the shield? Nope. But what I did end up doing was, like I said earlier, with the home workout stuff, I did end up buying a good amount of stuff. The sales were, I don't know, I would say the sales that I got was super lucky because I did get it on lightning sales. So like the machine that you do your abs, and it has like the pull-up bar at the top. You could do dips on it, and then you can lift your legs up for abs. It's like this big, huge machine thing. In the Marine Corps, actually, for boot camp, they had something similar like that, but it was made out of wood. They had a sale on that for $80, and it's usually $300. So I grabbed that quick, and I'm just like, this is awesome. And I got a Bowflex, the ones that you could change the weights.
Yeah.
$60, lightning deal. Normally the Bowflex are $400, so I got pretty lucky with some of that stuff, but some of the other sales that I was looking for a treadmill. I was looking for some more free weights, a bar. I was looking for a lot of stuff, and everything was just like, they were either super hella cheap quality, I guess China versions of it. I don't know what it is, but it was, I don't know. It wasn't as good as I thought it was. So I was very, very disappointed.
As you were saying that, I was thinking it'd be a good idea if they did like an alert system where if there's a flash sale on a product that you frequently view, it should give you like an alert, like, hey, dumbass, go check this out. We got a sale on this right now. And it's only on sale for 20 minutes or an hour, but hurry up.
They do have something called Watch This Deal, but I know what you're talking about. Like if like your gimbal, for example, if you're like, oh, I'm looking at this gimbal and I want to see if it's on sale. And let's just say they drop it as a surprise lightning deal and you don't get notified about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Cube. The only reason why that I even found it was because I happened to be what Next Level said, right place, right time, hit refresh, boom, there it is, grabbed it and dropped it for everybody to get. But I think, whatchamacallit, Facebook does this already. If you're there and you're thinking about, ooh, chicken wings, you're going to get all these little advertisements of chicken wings.
Those chips are in our brains already, man.
Yeah.
You know what I was a little bit disappointed about was their stock on TVs. At least here where I live, I was looking forward to getting a new Fire TV, and before I could even purchase it, it was sold out. So I mean, if they're gonna promote their Amazon products, they are Amazon. They should have the stock.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wish they would have like a better system for this because, a lot of these consumers, a lot of people that are out there looking and searching, some of these people are there and they're just going to price gouge. But I wish they did add something like that just to notify you, to say, hey, here's a sale, go grab it.
Yeah, and like it should be to like where you can save like 2 or 3 items because, some people will take advantage of it. Check off like 20 items.
Yeah, on those lightning deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the PS5 and Xbox One X or Series X. The GameStop employees.
Yeah. You know what? I was even looking for. I didn't see any Nintendo Switch sales. Nothing on the Xbox One. Nothing on the PlayStation. Normally, every time they have these sales, I grab a couple of the PlayStation 1 year. What is it called? The
Online play, whatever.
Yeah, the PS Plus.
Plus.
Yeah, I'll grab a couple of those 1 years because they normally go for like $30, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll pick up a couple of them, And then I'm just like, okay, here's one for my brother-in-law, here's one for my nephew, one for my cousin. Like, Merry Christmas, see you next year. So I'll hook up some people up with it. So yeah, when
Black Friday will have some too.
huh?
So maybe Black Friday will get some of those.
Hopefully,
Now, I think there were a couple deals in regards to gaming, but it wasn't the consoles. It was accessories or maybe even the games, but they weren't huge deals either.
Yeah, the Switch. I think I had gotten an email or something with the Switch, the games having some kind of deals or something, but that was about it.
Yeah. And see, I know Next Level was like, dude, we should get the Switch. I'm like, let's just wait because they're gonna come up with a system probably within the next year, And that's my luck. Like I wanted the Switch. Like when this whole thing started, people went stupid. COVID started, no more toilet paper and no more Nintendo Switches.
Yeah,
It's impossible to find.
Yeah. I don't know. I was mad. I was highly disappointed.
But here's the thing about the Switch, though. Like, when was the last time I actually bought a Nintendo device? The last Nintendo device I owned, like I actually bought myself, was the 64. And I played that for years, and I mean years. So even if they had a deal on the Switch, I would have bought it in a heartbeat because I know I would play that for the next few years because the next Nintendo device, meh. We all know you go probably PlayStation, Xbox, then a Switch, or Xbox, PlayStation, then a Switch. That's usually how people do. Like the Switch is never their first console. They buy either an Xbox or PlayStation, and then they get a Switch after.
I will say this though. When the PS3 came out, I didn't get the 3. I got a Wii. I got the Nintendo Wii. That I was the PS2 was doing really good, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna wait because everything that was coming out on the PS3 was still coming out on the PS2, and I'm not an Xbox fan, so I'm just like, let me just wait a little bit. I was that close to jump on the Xbox because PlayStation was dropping everything on the second one when the third one was out. I'm like, it doesn't make sense to upgrade to a PS3. So I was it was like maybe a few days before where I was just like, yep, this weekend I'm gonna go get an Xbox. And then Nintendo announced their Wii, and I was like, well, never mind. So I skipped that whole generation. The 3 and the 3 and what was the Xbox called? 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was hoping that Nintendo would have had some kind of something, anything. Like $50 off. $50 I probably would have bought it.
Listen, I bought the Nvidia Shield just because they gave me $20 off, and that's Canadian, so that would have been like $10 US.
So that levels off in US money. Here's the discount, psych. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. So now that okay, take a poll. If you were to have to say Amazon Prime Day sucked or was it a success? Let's take a vote on this. Success or sucks? Or sucked?
I would say sucked.
It sucked.
It's not so black and white for me because I think this Prime Day wasn't for me. There was some other people that it was for. Cool. But
So
it wasn't
for you,
necessarily for me.
For you, did it suck or was it a success for you?
I got things that I didn't think I was going to get. Like I got a lot of like things outside of streaming. Like I got things from my desk and I got things that I was looking at for a while. So I was satisfied, but I wouldn't say that it was a success because I didn't get out of it what I wanted to get out of it, but I still got something and I found value.
I got something out of it, but I'm still going to say it sucked. So it sounds to me that you don't want to say it sucked.
I don't want to say that it sucked because I mean, there were sales.
You got to pick one.
You know what? I'm not going to make this a hang jury, so if it sucked.
It sucked. It sucked. Trying to be all politically correct about it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what could turn things around for Amazon? Because we know they're gonna have they're gonna take full advantage of Black Fridays. I don't know how many Fridays it's going to be. Black Friday, a Black Month sale day. I don't know. Cyber Monday. Who knows if that's even going to happen or if it's going to be the whole month or what they're going to do. But between, oh man, it's kind of hard to say. Normally, Amazon Prime Day happens in June or July. So this is very, very late for them in the game to do this. So to turn all of your guys' opinion between the Amazon sales, normally they have some sales as soon as holidays hit November, all the way to Christmas. They have all these sales and flash sales and last minute sales, and we're done with this sale. What would you expect, I guess, to say, hey, I could change my 1 into a 5 because they did this, or I could change my opinion between it sucked to it was it was better. What could change your opinion, I guess, between now and Christmas?
Well, I'll go first. For me, I'm trying to be as realistic and as logical as possible. But for me, I would rather them wait until they can stock up more quantities of items, right? Because like I said, there were items that I wanted, they just went out of sale really, really quickly. So even if they had to push it back like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I would rather wait until they had the supply to meet the demand when they hit sales like this.
So for you, the only thing that will make it better is if they had more products available.
Well, I mean, that, and if it had if it had bigger sales, but I'm trying to be realistic in these times as well, right?
Right. Well, specifically, because you still have to have an expectations even with what's going on. So what would your expectations be?
Expectations, fine. I wanted the sales to have more quantities, especially for more quantities for customers to purchase. Even though it said that I had a 2 limit on the Fire Stick 4Ks, they only let me buy 1. I don't know why. They just said you can only have 1, and I was like, okay. And then I like some bigger ticket items. I'd like to see the NVIDIA Shields. I want to see some more sales on those items. I mean, we've talked about it where they keep recycling the same product year over year. They can afford to give us some sales on those. So, I mean, maybe it's not Amazon, but Amazon is big enough to negotiate these deals with these companies. So some more quantities and maybe a couple one-offs like that. So.
All right. What about you, Grant?
Yeah, I mean, I guess pretty much the same thing. Well, I guess like the lightning deals, maybe they should just, like, if they're going to have a Black Friday sale, just have that specific price through the whole duration of that sale. Like that flash sale for the Cube, I was asleep at 2 a.m. I had to wake up for work at 5. So I wasn't going to see that, So I was like, let everyone have a chance to take advantage of the sale price. Keep it one price and for the duration of the sale.
What about any specific? What about any kind of specific items? Like anything that you would look for? Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like you gave it a 4. So if they said, hey, the Cube's going to be on sale this for the next week, does that 4 make it a 10? You know what I mean? Like, what is it specifically with items, products? Versions of sales, like length of time, that makes sense, but what specifically would make you, I guess, satisfied?
I guess just that, mainly just sticking to a certain price, and instead of doing lightning deals here and there. Like once the sale starts that day, like keep everything right at midnight. Let's keep the sale going until it ends. And then, of course, I mean, I've been wanting to, pick up an NVIDIA Shield as well. If I would have seen a sale price, maybe I would have got one, But, of course, there was no sale on that. I did actually look on Amazon to see if they did have a sale on it, but like, nah, nothing yet.
What about you, Serge?
More product, just like more variety of product. And like I said, that notification system, that would be a game changer. Especially for the flash sales.
Yeah. I think for me to change my mind, I think I would have to see definitely more variety. I would like to see big name companies that have money. Sony, Samsung, like DJI, freaking NVIDIA. And you know what? Even with some of the computers, like the Logic chipsets, some of the different graphics cards, monitors, and if we're gonna go outside of like tech stuff, tech related, well, and I guess even sticking with the tech, like drones would be cool, stuff like that. More home stuff, I know they had like some people were asking me like, hey, what about crock pots or what about gaming chairs or massagers or this or that? Like, yeah, they definitely do need a more variety of stuff. And I think if they did that and they made it more, like for a business standpoint, I understand that they want to do it in a limited quantity, because if they have 100,000 people that say, hey, let's all buy the fire cube for $60, that for them, they're like, ouch, this hurts, you know? But I think what they should do also, though, is not only do what Serge was saying, like, hey, if you're constantly searching on something and then it notifies you saying, hey, this thing that you were searching for is now on sale. I think what they should do also is they should announce it. Hey, the cube will be on sale, flash sale on this day and time. So that way you got the notifications and so did everybody else. And it's not going to be those, I don't know if you want to call them internet sharks, that are just sitting there hitting refresh like crazy on the lightning deals if something pops up out of nowhere. But yeah, I have to agree with all that, that hopefully we could get something better, something more. But yeah, is there anything else besides that stuff that you guys are looking forward for like the holidays, or does that pretty much sum it up?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, I was kind of looking into some TVs, maybe upgrading my TCL Roku TVs, but I mean, I think there's always deals on TVs throughout the year. Best Buy for sure has a lot of deals, especially those open box deals. So you can always go to your local Best Buy and probably get a pretty good discount on an open box TV. So that's always good.
For myself, kind of when you were just talking there, I was thinking a little bit more about it. We have big name companies like Nvidia, like PlayStation, like Xbox, even AMD, all coming out with brand new top of the line products. I was looking to see some more of their top of the line last gen going on sale to clear out inventory, because I'm a huge fan of AMD. AMD is coming out with their new chipsets, I think in like a month from now. I would have loved to pick up, that Ryzen 9 3950X or whatever it is, and grab another one and build another PC, or grab it so I have it so I can build one for a family or a friend, because the next gen chipsets are coming out, the next GPUs are coming out, the next consoles are coming out, but it doesn't mean that their top of the line at the market right now is a bad product.
All right. Anybody out there in the chat or in the podcast or wherever you're listening, post a comment. Let us know exactly what you want or what you wanted to see for Prime Day. What was the most disappointing? It would be actually, it would be really cool to see this. Go ahead and rate 1 through 10. 1 through 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being amazing, on your experience on Amazon Prime Day. Did they fulfill what you were looking for, or did they fail miserably? I think the general census, and probably how we're going to title this, is Amazon sucks for 2020. So let us know in the chat.
F you, Bezos.
Yeah. So let us know. Let us know in the comment section. Yeah, let us know. Serge, anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
No, not really. Just a shout out to everybody of Ventura.
There you go. Grunt Streams, what you got?
Thanks to everyone for the support. I'm up to past 200 subs, so I appreciate everyone, commenting on my videos, and I appreciate you guys, always looking out for me if I have any questions.
Awesome. Next level, brain explosions.
Oh, man.
Pizza.
If events like this, if they suck or they don't, One thing that you're going to learn, or if you haven't learned already, is that you need to be part of the groups, because when things don't suck as bad, they're posted in the groups and you got to jump on them right away. We are right around the corner from 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So make sure that you're sharing us. If you enjoy the content that we bring, you hitting that like and that bell notification, and you follow us on all your favorite podcast platforms. We have a blast putting these together for you guys. And, it's awesome to be able to connect with people like Search Flicks, Grunt Streams, and so many people in the community from all different kinds of walks of life. Like, we talk to people from all over the world. We talk to people from different backgrounds and upbringings, and it's just such a good experience to be able to create these conversations and have these conversations and share these experiences with you guys. So I hope you guys really enjoy these as much as we do putting them together. And thanks again for supporting what we do here.
Cool. Thank you. And with all that being said, again, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate both you guys, Surge and Grunt, for coming. So good chat around Amazon Prime Day. Hopefully Amazon does something a little bit better. But yeah, with all that being said, you guys take care and take care of each other.
Stay humble and be patient. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. 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 Peace.